Welcome to Monza, first race for me this week. Qualified in a P2 in the Ferrari 458. Big Ears in front, Shadow behind. Crazy Steve, Daddy Pods, Bewildered Beast, and a couple of others which we'll show as we go through. Breaststroke, Japan, another Japanese driver in there. Absolute disaster this race for me, as you'll see. So first corner, missed my braking marker, had to swerve to avoid punching Big Ears off. So I got relegated back to, I don't know, looks like P5. So away we go again. Big Ears has put in a really good qualifying lap. Shadow's up to P2. Breaststroke followed closely by Crazy Steve. So Shadow's had a spin. Japanese driver followed by another one, Ku. Craig Oz, another Japanese, Nath, Daddy Potts, no penalties, and Bewildered. And we've got Shadow and another Japanese at the back. You'll see the MO of some of these drivers very shortly. So good run by Crazy Steve, he's hitting forced off. Having to retaliate, shoved off. So back a spot, slower speed, coming into the first corner again, and I got knocked out by Ku. I am not having a good race, a lot of damage left from the rear and front. Despite all that, we went down another spot. So following Craig Oz now. Meanwhile, Big Ears is enjoying the fruits of pole, but caught him with an off moment there. But still got a very good lead. So a 10-lap race, compulsory pit stop is required. So I'll be racing Ferrari this week. It's my chosen car for Nations Cup as well. Looks like poor old Nath copped the penalty for that incident maybe at turn 1, which was probably not all his fault. Bewildered Beast is now up to 7th. Crazy Steve and Big Ears right up the very front. So I've got a new livery coming for this car. So it's probably the last time you see the Playboy one on my car for my races. So Monza is always a great track for racing, but it does bring some carnage with it at times as well. Craig got that corner a little bit wrong, went wide, so I was able to get up the inside. Craig's bump drafted me along, so thank you for that, Craig. I appreciate that. And I get another bump draft, which is really great. So we're both trying to improve our positions here. Crazy Steve and Big Ears are really untroubled here. They're driving quite well. Crazy Steve with the fastest lap just then. Unfortunately, he's picked up another second penalty. So I got past one of the Japanese drivers, setting out after breaststroke. So I got brake check there. Braked about 20 metres, 30 metres more than what anyone would. And unfortunately I caught a 4-second penalty. The Bewildered Beast is now up to P6. Craig Oz in 5, Japanese driver in 4. Myself in 4 with that heavy penalty. Crazy Steve and Big Ears a little bit closer together now. A little error there from Big Ears. Craig way out of shape there. I would imagine Bewildered will overtake him here. That loss of speed. I served my penalty. So breaststroke's in front of me. He wisely goes to the pits. The rest of us continue on. Craig and Bewildered navigate the chicane together, I guess. So I was coming up behind Craig Oz. I was going to give him a bump draft, but he seemed keen to pull over to the left, so I took the position. So thank you to Craig for making that easy. Hope to repay you the favour one day. Big Ears comes into the pit. Crazy Steve continues on. Bewildered goes in, as does Craig. Well, Crazy Steve nearly loses it completely. The Japanese driver in the AMG now, followed by myself. Big Ears is out of the pits, so the true leader of the race, followed by Nath, Shadow, who I don't think have taken their pit stop. So another one spun around in the chicane there. Craig Oz copped a penalty there, so maybe there was a coming together. So I was zeroing in on the back of the AMG here. So I decided to come into the pits this time. As does the AMG in front of me. And guess what happens? I get brake checked. That sends me into the wall. So that AMG driver copped a penalty. I don't know, it probably went over the pit line to get that. So I now got Big Ears back in command of the race, followed by Crazy Steve still. No penalties has climbed up. Doesn't look like they've done a pit stop yet, unless they did theirs very early. Who hasn't done theirs. Bewildered Beast is on his outlap. That's his Nath, Shadow, and myself. Craig Oz is on his outlap as well. Give Shadow a bit of a bump draft along. And Shadow also gives me a bump draft down the main straight. I think we're all united as one to catch up to some of these non-disrespectful drivers, I guess you'd call them. On our second last lap here, got Bewildered Beast and Nath in front of me. Very unusual lines there by the Japanese driver. I come to track limits 1. Not what I wanted. did a Nath. He made that pass easy for me as well. Serve a penalty. Nath goes back into P7. So a couple go into the pits. So navigated the chicane quite well there. So Nath deals with the So Koo hasn't pitted, or unless they did on lap 2. No penalties, has done well. If that's true track position, which I think it might be. But look at big ears, look at the lead he's got here. So no penalties, fastest lap, 150.45. Big Ears gets the win. Crazy Steve gets P2. No penalties, gets P3. Oh no, he decides to do a burnout on the line. So we all get elevated. Koo goes backwards. So end up being a P4 for myself, 5 for Bewildered, and the rest of the field filter home. Thanks for watching, very eventful race. Hopefully they're a little bit cleaner next time. See you all soon.